Hello and welcome back, guys, to part 2 of Unit 6's Embedded Assessment 2. Now we're going to look at questions 3 and 4. Both of these questions actually fit really well with using tree diagrams. So I've kind of got those prepped up here on the board, so let's kind of go through them. So, number 3, books are classified as fiction or nonfiction, and Company A offers books that are either ebooks or printed books. When Diane goes to the Company A's website, the probability that she will choose a work of fiction is 0.6. If she chooses a work of fiction, the probability that she will buy an ebook is 0.8. If she chooses a nonfiction, then the probability that she will buy an ebook is 0.3. So basically what they're saying is, hey, this is not necessarily independent events. What they're saying is, if she chooses a fiction book, which we're going to go ahead on this limb, we're going to put 60% chance that that's going to happen, which means that there is a 40% chance that it's going to be a nonfiction book. Remember, that always has to add to 1, okay? And then assuming she chooses fiction, there's an 80% chance that she chooses an electronic book, which means there's a 20% chance that it's in print. If she chooses nonfiction, there's a 30% chance that it's electronic and a 70% chance that it is a print book, okay? So, let's kind of walk through what 3 is asking us. It says, write the relevant probabilities next to the 6 branches on the tree. So what I put was the percentages. Let's go with the actual probabilities here. So when we're starting here, this is going to be 0.60, this is going to be 0.40, that one's kind of simple. When you get to these, you have to multiply 0.6 times 0.8. This is going to be 0.48, that both of those happen. This is going to be 0.12. And notice that the 48 and the 12 are going to add to the 60. Okay? So we got 4 times 3, we're going to get 0.12. And 4 times 7, we're going to get 0.28. And notice again, the 12 and the 28 add to the 40. Okay? So these are all the numbers that go with this particular tree diagram. Let's see what they ask. It says, when Diane goes to Company A website, what's the probability that she will buy a work of fiction as a printed book? So she's going to go there, she's going to get a work of fiction, and it's a printed book. Bam. So for B, we're going to put 0.12. All right? Hopefully that makes sense. That's how you get there. Work of fiction, print, you multiply those, you get 0.12. Hopefully everybody's good there. Let's talk about C. When Diane goes to Company A website, what's the probability that she will buy an ebook? So what we have to look at is we have to look at both times that she buys an ebook, right? We've got 0.48 and we've got 0.12. We're gonna have to add those together. Those probabilities get added together. And for C, we get 0.48 plus 0.12. We're gonna get 0.60, or 60% chance that she is gonna buy an electronic book. Okay? Hopefully that makes sense. Now let's go ahead and go to the next page. Now we're on page 635 in the PDF. We're going to look at number 4. Number 4 does not say you have to do a Venn diagram. I just think it helps to kind of see the idea here. Company B has a very large number of books on its website. 42% of the books are available as ebooks. Diane will select 2 books at random from Company B's website. So here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to put my 0.42 right here. 0.42, because that tells me 42% electronic. That means 58% of them are in print. Okay? Now we're going to make this choice twice. So notice I just repeated what I had because it shows me, oh, I'm going to multiply by 42 here, by 58 here, 42 here, 58 here. Okay? Hopefully you can see that and that kind of makes sense. Now, let's talk about what they ask. They say, consider the event the first book she selects is available as an ebook, and the event that the second book she selects is available as an ebook. Explaining in your own words how you know these 2 events are independent. Okay? Really what you're looking at is she buys 1 book on Amazon and she picks a paperback, right? When she goes to buy her next book, let's forget about what she prefers or anything like that. She is back to just buying a book. Because she bought the first book, it doesn't actually affect the second book. Theoretically, and I kind of put it in bad notation here, the probability of E is going to be the same as the probability of E given E. So basically, if she buys an electronic book the first time, it's not going to change whether or not she buys an electronic book the second time. Okay? And you can see that here. Obviously, the 0.42 is just going to repeat itself. So these are independent events. It doesn't change as you go throughout the tree. And then for B, it says, find each probability. Write your answers as a percent to the nearest tenth of a percent. So the first one says, both books are available as ebooks. So we would do 0.42 times 0.42. And so for B, let's go ahead and make a little list here. So we're on B, and we're going to talk about I. So 0.42 times 0.42, you're going to get 17.2 So 17% of the time, she's going to find both books available as an electronic copy. Second one, it says neither book is available is an E, is an electronic book. So you need to understand, what does it mean to be not available as electronic? It means both books are in print. So 0.58 times 0.58. 0.58 times 0.58, you're going to get 33.6%. Okay? So 33.6%. Now, the last one says exactly one of the two books is available as an ebook. So what's interesting here is, and let's see, we'll use a different color, you can see it. What they're asking for are these two possibilities: that the first book goes print and the second book is electronic, plus the idea that the first book maybe was electronic and the second book was print. So you're going to have to add those two values. So we're going to have to do 0.42 times 0.58 twice. So you're going to get 24.4 here and 24.4 here. Remember, this one was 17.6 and this one was 33.6. They all add up to 100, by the way. Don't forget that, because percentages always add to 100. Okay? So what they're asking for are these two branches put together in the third question. And so we simply add those together and we're going to get 48.8% of the time, exactly one of the books is going to be available as an electronic book. All right, hopefully that makes sense, guys. I will see you back in the next video for questions number 5.